Hi Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your September 1st to the 15th, 2019, that's 2019, love reading for you today. Now, I ask that you guys give this video a thumbs up. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel. This is the way you let YouTube know that you're appreciating the content that I'm putting out. And I'd like to start each reading with an attitude of gratitude, so I want to thank you so very much, whether you're new or old to this channel, for tuning in and stopping by. It's an absolute pleasure having you here. If you would like to book a private reading with me or donate to my channel, all that information will be in the description box below. It will also have the link to all the cards that I use there. So let's see now, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, and Venus, what September 1st to the 15th, 2019 has in store for you with love. September 1st to the 15th, 2019, love. Capricorn. September 1st to the 15th, 2019, love, Capricorn. September 1st to the 15th, 2019, love, Capricorn. September 1st to the 15th, 2019, love, Capricorn. Show me clearly, 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 show me clearly. Okay, so that's where everything fell. So that's where Spirit wants me to stop. At the center of everything, Capricorn, is the High Priestess. You are going to have fantastic intuition. You're coming to a conclusion of a cycle with the 10 of Wands. Patience is in order here when it comes to love, and also taking time for you. You're going to need to do that. You have a Scorpio at your root. Also, the Death card, a dying away of the old self, a rebirth of the new. You're seeing things more clearly. You're changing things up. You're closing a chapter of your life. You really are closing a chapter, ending a chapter. Strong water sign presence, especially a Scorpio, also a Pisces or a Cancer. 10 of Pentacles, prosperity, abundance coming through. A Virgo energy. Some of you can be carrying a Virgo and have been carrying a Virgo for quite some time. If you're cross-watching and you're a Virgo, it doesn't have to be you. It can also be somebody who is astoundingly introspective, somebody who is very much turned inward. And Capricorn, what you've been spending a lot of your time and your energy on is kind of figuring out where this person is coming from. 9 of Wands, battered and bruised. You're picking up on a lot of the emotions of everybody else. So that is going to be something that's quite intense. Again, this water sign energy is really coming through here. So this is, again, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer, but this is love. And since this is a love reading, this serpent right here represents love, needing to take time to embrace love. You can be falling in love with a water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or it can be that you are embracing a healing when it comes to love and really setting yourself free from an old way of looking at things, okay? From what you once thought you needed to accept in order to be loved, or you were following a pattern of acceptance that you learned as a child. There's something here where you're breaking old patterns, you're moving forward in new truths, and you are concluding a cycle of carrying burdens to be able to come into a cycle of joy, abundance, and prosperity. Well, to come into a time of joy, abundance, and prosperity. Show me clearly, show me clearly. Ooh, goodness. Okay. So I've already shuffled and meditated upon these cards. So the ones that fell right here, those, the top and the bottom, those are for you. Beauty and dreams, and that is just lovely. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Love, September 1st to the 15th, 2019. Capricorn, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Everything's just falling today. Vitality and relaxation. That's awesome. So we're starting with vitality. And this says, vitality is the beaming force that gives energy and vigor to life. Vitality is setting you free. I mean, there's an energy around you. There's an energy of knowing. There's an energy of understanding. You're very, very in tuned also to other people's energy. So know that people are going to be drawn to you, and it can be potential romantic partners are going to be drawn to you because of your energy, because they kind of want to be in that light. They want to be in that good place that you're in, and there's going to be a sense of just being drained by them. There really is. By some of them, you need to look for that person who makes you feel energized when you're around them, makes you feel happy, secure, safe, loved, cherished. And you can get that. You can get that from only knowing the person for a few days. right? 2 weeks, 2 weeks. You should definitely not fall head over tea kettle for somebody until 2 weeks is up, because a person can be whomever you want them to be for that very, very short period of time. And if you are in a long distance relationship, Spirit is saying here, make sure you know that person well, because there's somebody here that you're seeing glimpses of. You're seeing glimpses of the truth of them. And then they're doing things that's just completely opposite at times who you think they are, because there's going to be this bit of nastiness that comes out, just to let you know. And this could be a very specific message for a very specific person. Okay? Know that when you leave that person, you should never feel worse about yourself. You should never sit there and start looking at all your flaws and, oh yeah, you know what, you're right, I should really dye my hair, or I should really lose 10 pounds, or I should really, start talking this way instead of that way, or I should dress this way instead of that way. If you start questioning things about yourself after being with this person, you need to step back. You need to step back and evaluate, why you're with them in the first place. Because there's somebody, and again, this can be a very specific message for a very specific Capricorn, there's somebody here who's making you feel worthless. And you feel worth less than everybody else. And that's not okay. And they're drawn to your vitality. So you have this spark to you, Capricorn. And this is for all you Capricorns. You have this spark to you that's just like vivacious and wonderful. And for this person who's going through this, or these people who's going through this, that light is starting to dim. And you're starting to notice it. You're feeling tired. You're not wanting to get out of bed. You're questioning a lot of things. Right? The color that shines through here is red. That's healing and cleansing the root chakra. It's going to be highly beneficial for you. Then we have relaxation. Stop your world from spinning by partaking in well-deserved moments of relaxation. Breathe and connect with yourself. That's going to be so important. What do you want to do? How do you want to express your love? How do you want to express love just in the world in general? Relax, take time for you, and connect with your heart. That's going to be really, really helpful for you. The color that shines through here is green. That's healing and cleansing the heart chakra. Then we have beauty. Seeing the beauty in each day is going to be an enchanting way to move forward during the first half of September. Seeing the beauty because it's going to attract more beauty to you. Beauty is unveiled by the lustrous light within. Looking at the inner beauty of things, once you start recognizing the outward beauty. But it's going to be the outward beauty in subtle things, not things that everybody else wants to have or has to notice or anything like that. It's going to be the outward beauty in subtle things. And then you're going to find yourself embracing that beauty more and more and more until you start looking inward. And still you start seeing the beauty inwardly that attracts you to other people. Dreams. Dreams see the possible pathways of the future that act as a roadmap of our actions. Pay attention to your dreams. Right? Also your daydreams. That's what Fairy is saying. Pay attention to the insights that you are getting from your subconscious. At your heart, the High Priestess and the Nine of Wands. So the High Priestess is all about trusting your intuition, trusting yourself, trusting what it is that you're seeing. You're also getting what you want, not in the way that you expected. So, if you always wanted a tall, dark, handsome, person to come around and just sweep you off your feet, you can be getting somebody who fits that criteria, but not in the way that you expected. Not in that hopelessly romantic setting. Not even in a way where you would have been like, oh yes, that person. It can be a person who looks completely different, who acts different than what you had expected. It's not anybody who disrespects you. It's not anybody who doesn't respect you or your family or, your history. It is somebody who is just out of the box. Out of the box. Something that you hadn't expected. Okay? That's what I'm seeing here. There is a sense of you're seeing more and you're being in tune with more than what the person is actually saying. So know that you're going to have to be very careful with who you decide to spend your time with during these 15 days, because people are going to drain your energy. And you're going to find that for some of you especially, there's a person that you've been really interested in, thinking about, and that person winds up starting to drain your energy instead of making you feel more revitalized. If you're already in a relationship, there is something that you and your partner need to either talk about or, kind of connect on a deeper level, because you're feeling drained and this person isn't seeing it. Either they're caught up in their world and you're caught up in yours. So instead of being the touchstone for each other, of, being that place where you both go to recharge, you're not feeling that charge, and yeah, it's blocking you. It's just sitting there. It's making you question things. It's making you question yourself. It's, making you feel forgotten. There's just something here where you two need to connect. All right? This is also saying, do not listen to the words of everybody else. Listen to your heart. Listen to your soul. Listen to yourself. Now, this is not saying if you're in a bad relationship where you feel drained when you leave that person, where now you're questioning everything that you have ever done for your whole entire life. Now you're seeing the flaws in it. Okay? That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about people who are just nagging you, people who are picking on you, people who are trying to rip things apart because they want to have what you have. They want to have happiness. They want to have insight. They want to have joy. You're having the veil lifted from your eyes, and you're seeing things a heck of a lot more clearly. In love, this can be overwhelming because the person that you thought you were with, for some of you, might not be the person who you really are with. It was a facade, and it could only be kept up for so long. And things are starting to crumble. So just be aware of that here. This is a general reading. Of course, I'm giving you as many variables as I possibly can, and take what resonates with you and leave the rest. You can also look at your rising, your moon, and your Venus, if this one doesn't resonate with you, if this is your sun, of course. Then we have the 10 of Wands and the Hermit, and I love the 9 and then the 10. It's a turning inward. Now, for some of you, I just saw that a Virgo, or somebody who is usually very nurturing, very caring, somebody who you had a really great relationship with, is now adding burdens onto your back, is now adding questions, doubts, fears, apprehensions, and you've had enough. This is also saying that you've been carrying a heavy weight upon your shoulder. All right? You've been carrying a lot upon your shoulders when it comes to love, when it comes to what it is that you want, questioning, will you ever have love? Will you ever be able to move forward in love? Is love for somebody else and not for you? You turn inward. You're starting to see that, yes, love is for you. Passion is getting you. You're transforming yourself. Now, this can even be when you're in a relationship. It's like, oh my gosh, am I moving forward the right way? Are we going to stay together? Things are getting hard because you have this weight on your shoulders. And this can just be the weight from life. And because there is that disconnect between you and your partner right here, it's as if you're not feeling heard. And so when we have the Death card right down here, a dying away of the old self, a rebirth of the new, we have this closing of a door, ending of a chapter that's crowning you. So the chapter is crowning you. It's up in the forefront of your mind. And you're thinking, can I do this? Is this okay? You have this transformation of the serpent right here. And then you move forward, right? With guidance, with wisdom. And you have a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer who moves with you. Now, it can't just be love where it moves with you. And you're willing to fight for the love that you have. You're willing to also fight for the love that you want. If you're single and you want a certain love, but you're always attracting, or you always have these loser people come into your life. These people that aren't right for you, don't work for you. And it doesn't have to be that the person is a loser, okay? It can't be that person is perfectly wonderful. But when you two are together, it's kind of like oil and water. So it's not going to work. Here, you're ending that. You're ending that settling. And saying, I have standards. I know what I want. It's not being ridiculous, all right? It's being honest. It's being truthful with yourself. And it's moving forward in your determination, in where it is that you want to be, in what it is that you want to have for your life. At your root here, for a lot of you Capricorns, is a Scorpio energy. All right? So this is also saying that you're not going to be really into having really deep, heavy relationship conversations during the first half of September. That's not going to be something that you want. Scorpios love to feel loved. And when things aren't working out, they're not the type to sit around and try and kind of just wait it out. It's done. So for some of you, it's having that courage to say, if you're in a bad relationship, I'm not saying if you're in a good relationship, but it's done. Now it's time to move forward. And closing that chapter of knowing now what you don't want. And for others of you, being single, all right, you've settled. You've settled for things that you wouldn't normally have, right? You think, okay, well, I don't want to be alone forever, so I will date this person, or I will look at and consider that person. But now it's time to stop. Now it's time to stop, because you're rising above doubts and fears and chaos of emotions. You're moving towards what it is that you personally want and where it is that you personally want to be. And as you do so, you have to be patient with yourself, because the prosperity is coming. And it's at the end of this reading. So the prosperity is coming. You've planted the seeds. You know what it is that you want. You know where it is that you want to be. And as you're moving forward, you're going to see that things are ripening. Things are coming to a head. You are getting what it is that you want. But it's taking patience and it's taking time, and nobody wants to hear that, especially in a love reading. Oh, just be patient. Everything will work out. If you're in a relationship, have patience with each other. Don't expect too much, okay? Because both of you are a bit stressed right now, very much so. Patience, prosperity is coming. There's going to be that ripeness. There's going to be that wonderfulness when it comes to love coming into your life. But there is a need here to step back and take care of yourself first. What is it that you want? Where is it that you want to be? The blessings come, but the chaos of emotions have to stop. The doubt, the fear, oh, I want to be loved. And then the voice in the back of your head goes, yeah, but are you lovable? Oh, I want to have that perfect fairy tale relationship. Yeah, well, it never works. These are the things that we do to ourselves, where we say, this is what I want, and then that nagging voice in the back of our head goes, oh yeah, but you can't. And so you know what you have to do? You have to power through that voice. You have to shut that voice up too. And say, oh yeah, I can. Because when you close your eyes, when you're focusing on yourself, you see yourself in a loving relationship. You see yourself, not with a person, okay? Well, with a person, of course, but not with a specific person. Because you don't want to put all your eggs in that basket, and then it winds up having a hole in it, and everything's just lost. What you want is to see yourself with somebody who is right for you, right? Just the way you feel around them, the way they bring joy into your life. And so as you have kind of that energy feel around you, and you feel that love that you two have, and the person isn't distinct, doesn't have a name, isn't your neighbor, isn't anybody you know at the gym. It is just somebody whose energy you enjoy being with. And as you see that in your mind's eye, and you see how happy you can be, your brain doesn't know the difference between reality and what you think. So if you keep on thinking of, oh no, well, I'll never be in that kind of relationship. Oh no, I'll never be able to move forward. You keep on questioning, oh, maybe I'll never get married if you want marriage. Oh, maybe I'll never be in a committed relationship. I was made to be alone. I'm a lone wolf type of person. Here, that's what your mind's going to think is your reality. It's not going to know that you're justifying it to yourself. It's going to say, oh, that's what we want. And even though your heart isn't happy, your mind's going to think, I did such a good job. Well done. Here, you need to calm, center yourself, and focus on what it is that you want, because the divine will gift you with exactly what it is that you need. As you do so, you close the door. You close the door on pain, on hurt, on, carrying everything alone. If you're in a relationship, this is visualizing you two being closer. All right? Then if you're in a relationship and you want that relationship to work, this is seeing it. This is seeing that person. This is seeing you two being together. This is seeing happiness. This is seeing joy. This is seeing doing little things, going out to dinner, cooking dinner together, just little things that make you happy. And then you'll start to see that your mind doesn't know that you didn't do those things. Your mind doesn't know that you didn't have those moments together. So it starts to change your energy towards your partner. I know it sounds really hokey. I really do. But it actually works. It really does. Because you have here this healing, beautiful love coming in. Water sign energy again, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But you have this healing coming in. You have this love moving you forward. You have the Holy Grail within your hands. You're calming the chaos. And you're moving towards what it is that you want and where it is that you want to be. As you do so, blessings come in. As you do so, you see your abundance. You connect with the community. You connect with what it is that you truly want and where it is that you truly want to be. You find your weight in gold. You find your golden, your golden ticket. And you start moving forward in happiness, in joy, in contentment. On this earthly plane, you see the prosperity of love. You see the prosperity of love. You've been waiting for it long enough. You turn inward towards what it is that you want, a transformation, and no longer do you feel battered and bruised, as if you're not listened to, because your heart is open, your heart is healed. You've taken that time. You're moving forward, right? Yes, you have your armor on because you know what you have been through in life, and you don't want to repeat that again. But you're closing the door on thinking that life is all just about burdens and never about happiness. Your subconscious message, I love it. Ace of Pentacles. I don't have you taking it within this reading, but I do have it subconsciously permeating everything. So this is your subconscious truth, that God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, is handing you a gift of prosperity, of abundance, is moving you to the next chapter of your life, to embrace the joy and the importance. How do I say this? The importance that you want. It's not what is important to you. And it's not just embracing what is important to you. It's embracing the wealth that you want within your life. I'm not talking about financial wealth here. I'm talking about personal happiness. I'm talking about love. I'm talking about devotion. And here you have these gifts moving you forward. And you embrace this prosperity. And you embrace this truth. Subconsciously, you're holding this to your heart. All right, Capricorn, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness, and may harmony always be with you. Bye.